Thanks, Jen. Why does the White House think there's a shortage of workers right now?
Well, we've talked about this a bit in the past, but happy to go through it. So one, our view is that it's going to take time for workers to regain confidence in the safety of the workplace, reestablish childcare, school, and commuting arrangements, and finish getting vaccinated. And even when individuals get their first dose, we've seen a huge increase in that. As I started the briefing talking about, it's about a 5 to 6 week cycle. So we have expected that to have an impact. At the same time, as we look at all of the data, we know that our economy is growing faster than any time in the last 40 years. We're creating an average of 500,000 jobs a month, up from 60,000 a month before the president took office. And we're continuing to put in place policies and measures to ensure that we're helping people make ends meet and we're helping the economy continue to grow.
And you mentioned thoughts about safety. You're celebrating the number of vaccinations today. You say the vaccines work. COVID cases are way down.
You're right.
Is there any thought here that some of the worker shortage could be driven by the extra $300 in weekly unemployment benefits through September?
I will say, Peter, that our economists and our assessment, and the assessment of many economists out there, is that the largest impact, are on issues related to the pandemic. And yes, you're right that the increased numbers, that's a good sign, it's a positive sign, but it's a 5 to 6 week cycle. So the data that was taken for the May jobs number, the jobs numbers that came out for April and early May, was from early April. That's almost 2 months ago, right? We'll see, we'll have jobs numbers come out on Friday. The vaccination rates are continuing to go up. And in terms of people being fully safe, fully vaccinated, it's going to take some time. We always expected that to be a couple of months, and we expect to see continuing improvement in the numbers.
On the JBS hack, these hackers based in Russia have disrupted American gas supplies and American meat supplies. Why do you think that these ransomware attacks have been rising since President Biden took office?
Well, first I would say these are private sector entities who have a responsibility to put in place measures to protect their own cybersecurity. As it relates to why criminal actors are taking actions against private sector entities, I don't think I'm the right one to speak to that.
So total coincidence.
I think you could certainly go track down those cyber criminals in Russia and have a good chat with them.
Okay, if you have any leads, we'll take that.
Okay.
And then on immigration, has the president or the vice president seen the video from last Friday of a 5-year-old boy dropped off along the border yelling to the adults who abandoned him, no, don't go, no?
Well, I've seen the video. It is heartbreaking, and the reason we continue to be very clear, regularly migrating to the United States puts ourselves and others at risk. That's why we've relaunched certain efforts to build a more fair and orderly immigration system, including programs like the Central American Minors Program that allows kids who are eligible to apply from within country. But I don't think anyone, whether a parent or not, would watch that video and not feel heartbroken by a 5-year-old, I think, screaming at the border.